Hey, what's up, you guys? Bringing another action figure review to you. And this is a figure I wanted really badly. I've been highly anticipating this figure ever since it got announced, and I was just dying to get this figure. I was dying to get this figure so much that I kind of got him early, which I had to pay double. I hate doing that, paying double the price. But I did because he was sold out on Walmart. I believe he's a Walmart exclusive. I think, and or you can get him on the McFarlane website. But he was sold out, and I just couldn't wait. I couldn't wait any longer. I couldn't wait for him to drop in price, so I got him early. I paid double for him, and I'm a little bit ashamed, but I love Superman. He's my second favorite superhero of all time. Batman is my top favorite, but Superman is right next to him. So I wanted this figure because once I first looked at him, in my opinion, I just knew he's the best Superman that McFarlane has ever made so far, hands down. So let's get a look at the packaging. So you see Superman in the packaging, and you see the Superman symbol there at the bottom. Age is 14 plus. You got the legalities at the bottom, the barcode. On the side, Superman DC, the Silver Age Superman. You got McFarlane Toys Digital, 22 moving parts. At the top there, McFarlane Digital. McFarlane Digital again. The DC Direct logo, McFarlane Toys there. Nothing on this side except for barcode. And on the back, we get this beautiful image of Superman, of the classic Superman. You know, the Superman that most of us grew up with. Well, those who are old like me. I mean, I'm not old, you know, I'm in my 40s, but, you know, for people who grew up on classic Superman, like Superman from the 80s and 90s, that's what I grew up with. You know, this is classic Superman, so that's just awesome. And yeah, so that's the packaging. That's Superman inside the packaging. You see his two alternate hands. There's all the accessories he comes with, and also the display stand for him to stand on, and his card, his display card, whatever you want to call it. So that's about it for the packaging. So let's crack Superman out of the packaging. Let's get further into this review. So let's do it. And so here's Superman out of the packaging, and he looks great. He looks great. I mean, this is McFarlane's swan song. They know that this is the end for them. This is the end of their line. So they're putting out a banger, and this figure is a banger. It is. I mean, just getting him out of packaging, I'm already impressed. So he comes with his display card here, which is the same art that was on the back of the box. And you got the read up data file. You got McFarlane Digital, which this is a digital wave because it's physical and digital. Superman Debut Action Comics Volume 1, Number 1, June 1938. Superman is the world's greatest hero. He is a tireless champion dedicated to protecting life and battling injustice, not only in his city of Metropolis, but also all over his adopted world and across the universe. With his fantastic powers and abilities fueled by his alien cells, which hyper effectively process the solar energy of Earth's yellow sun, Superman is an unstoppable force for good and steadfast punisher of evil. Superman is a founding member of the Justice League and an inspiration to countless other heroes, continuing it into the 31st century and beyond. That is a beautiful read up for Superman. And it is the personification of Superman, truth, justice, and the American way. So also he comes with this McFarlane Toys digital card that you can use so you can have the figure digitally, which I am not going to use. I have no use for that. He also comes with his black and blue display stand. McFarlane Toys Digital on the display stand instead of just the old plain DC logo. And also he comes with alternate flight hands. He comes with his alternate flight hands, which I'm going to put those on in a minute. You see there his flight hands. So let's get a closer look at Superman. And this is a beautiful head sculpt. I mean, this head sculpt is fantastic. This is the best Superman head sculpt that they've ever done. It is. Mine is missing a little bit of black paint on the side of his head there. That's unfortunate for my figure, but this head sculpt is fantastic. This is Superman. This is the personification of Superman. I love how his cape is tucked into his shoulders as it should be. I love the S shield here, his S symbol. You have the red, the yellow, and you have the black outline. I love the black outline. I know some people don't like that. They prefer Superman just to have the red and the yellow with no black outline. But I love the black outline. It looks. I think it looks great. I think it makes the look. I think it makes the S shield look even better. And just the color of the blue of this suit, of his classic suit, this color blue, it shines beautifully. It shines bright and beautiful. You see his yellow belt with the red loops and the trunks. He has on the underoos because this is classic Superman, not New 52 Superman. And I don't have a problem with classic Superman. I know that my preference is for Superman not to wear the underwear, the underoos. I kind of prefer Superman to just have a suit with no underwear, but you can't deny that it is a mainstay with Superman. Like Superman in the red trunks, he's synonymous with that, and you have to respect it, and I do respect it. And I love this. This is the cream of the crop right here. This is what gets you brownie points when you include the yellow S shield on his cape. My God, yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. His red boots. His classic red boots. You see there. No treads at the bottom. That sucks. It's just plain. But my goodness, what a Superman figure. This is just fantastic. I love it. Love it. This is classic Superman. It is beautiful. You know, his cape is wired. You can lift up and see the back. See the back of Superman's butt. And the loops follow all through the back, which is good. Like I said, his cape is wired, so you can move it around how you so choose. So like you can have him like he's in the wind. You can kind of curl it up a little bit and curl it up in a certain position. How you might want it. You could stretch it out a little bit. You know, you can play around with it. How you want to do the cape and how you want to pose them. You could play around with it and experiment however you so choose. And it's awesome. It is awesome. It's a lot of cape. I mean, it's not too much cape. It's a fair amount. It's a pretty good amount. It's, you know, for a wired cape. It's not bad. Not bad at all. And here's Superman with his open flight hands, as you can see. And his hands are a little bit oversized. That's a problem. His hands are a little bit too big. They could have made it like a little smaller, a little more like of a medium size. That would have been better. So I'll jump right into articulation. So his head can look up about that much. He can look down about that much. He has pivoting attitude. Of course, you can move his head left and right. You can go all the way around. So choose. His arms go out about that much. Full 360 rotation. Upper bicep swivel. It also has the butterfly joints. He has wrist and hinge rotation. He has the upper wall peg. That can pivot left and right. It can go all the way around, and it can swivel all the way around. He also has the low waist that can swivel all the way around 360. He can split out about that much. He can kick forward about that much. Kick back about that much. He has a slight thigh rotation. He has doubly jointed knees. There we go. He has doubly jointed knees. And no boot rotation. He does have swivel. I can swivel and hinge all the way around as you so choose. He can hinge up that much, hinge down that much. Has ankle pivot, and he has toe articulation, the famous McFarlane toe articulation. So pretty good for Superman. Pretty good indeed. Not bad for Superman. Not bad at all. And here for a quick size comparison, we have the world's finest. We have Superman. We have Batman. And these two look pretty well. These two look pretty good together. Superman is like really taller than him. Because, I mean, the Batman Rebirth figure is not really that tall. So Superman kind of towers over him. But that doesn't really bother me because Superman towering over Batman, that actually kind of makes sense. But I mean, in some iterations, Batman is taller than Superman, but you know, it always changes. It always changes with the comic artists and things like that. And you know, that's just the way comic books are. So for my final thoughts on this Superman figure, this figure is a major win. It's a major go. This figure is a major go. This figure is most definitely worth a pickup. If you're a Superman fan, this figure is a must-have, in my opinion. It just is. And this is McFarlane's swan song. This is their final curtain call. This is it for McFarlane. And if this is the last Superman that they ever make, you know, when they're about to close shop, then they went out with a bang. They're probably going to make a few more Superman figures, but they don't need to. This is perfection. Well, it's as close to perfection as it can get. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. He gets 9 out of 10 because it just gets a lot of things right. This is classic Superman. This is the Superman that most of us grew up with, the one that most of us love. This is classic Superman. And it's modern Superman too. It's classic and modern. You know, that's the great thing about it. Best of both worlds. So this is a fantastic figure. I love the head sculpt. The head sculpt is absolutely wonderful. I didn't even mention he has blue in his hair. I forgot to mention that. There's blue, if you could see that, there's blue highlights in his hair. So that you get brownie points for that. So this figure is outstanding. It is exceptional. This figure is wonderful. I'm so happy to have him. And this figure is a major win, in my opinion. This figure is a major win. If you're a Superman fan, you have to have this figure. I think McFarlane did an outstanding job. And I love the colors. I love the head sculpt. Love the cape. I even like the underoos. I even like the trunks. The boots, the outfit. They could have did a little better with his shirt. Where the sleeves are, they could do a little better with that. But overall, this is just this is an exceptional figure. It's fantastic. And this is what every Superman fan should want. So this figure is a major go. I say he is definitely worth the pickup. If you can grab him, get him while you can. Get him now, because I know eventually in time this figure is going to go up in price. I already paid double for him because I was impatient and I couldn't wait. But if you guys can get this figure on, you know, for retail or get him close to retail, however you want to pick him up, I say he is definitely, most definitely worth a pickup. And this figure is awesome sauce. And yeah, I'm bringing that word back. And this figure is, he's awesome. This is the best, in my opinion. Do I think this is the best Superman that McFarlane has put out? I've seen all of McFarlane's Supermans. I may not own all of them, but I've seen all of them. And yes, this is the best Superman that McFarlane has put out to date. So that's my review, guys. Hope you enjoy it. With that being said, hope you like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, up and away. See ya.